Imagine stepping into your local grocery store and seeing price tags that make your heart skip a beat. Imagine struggling to find the products you need, from groceries to electronics, because the shelves are half empty. Imagine your paycheck feeling smaller every month as prices climb higher and higher. Now imagine businesses freezing hiring, putting off investments, and tightening their belts because they can no longer predict what tomorrow will bring. It all started earlier this year, in February 2025, when President Trump announced a sweeping new series of tariffs. First came 25% duties on steel and aluminum imports. A few weeks later, tariffs expanded to include autos, auto parts, electronics, and many consumer goods. Then, on April 2nd, the administration delivered a major escalation, a universal 10% tariff on all imports, targeting nearly every product American households and businesses rely on. Additional tariffs on Chinese goods pushed rates as high as 145%. China and other trading partners retaliated quickly, imposing steep tariffs on U.S. exports ranging from agricultural products to manufactured goods. Despite the mounting pressure on both economies, no major trade deal has been signed. In fact, there are currently no direct negotiations underway between the United States and China. Officials on both sides have signaled hardened positions, raising fears that the trade war could drag on indefinitely. The result so far? A full-blown 360-degree trade conflict with no clear resolution in sight, leaving businesses, investors, and families caught in the crossfire. In the immediate aftermath of the new tariffs, financial markets have already shown early signs of stress, and experts warn deeper volatility could be ahead. After the April tariff announcements, the S&P 500 and NASDAQ experienced notable dips. Analysts reported that these declines reflected growing investor concern over the economic uncertainty created by the escalating trade conflict. Although the markets have not fully crashed, experts warn that if tariffs remain or escalate further, we could see sharper, prolonged downturns. A falling stock market would wipe out household wealth, affecting everything from retirement accounts to college savings plans. Today, we're seeing shakier investor confidence. But if fears deepen, families saving for the future could face serious setbacks through no fault of their own. As the new tariffs were announced and began to take effect, early signs of rising prices started to appear, and warnings of even steeper hikes are now looming. CBS News reported that major retailers, including Amazon, warned consumers to expect price increases across a wide range of goods, from clothing to electronics to home essentials. Even budget-friendly platforms like Temu and Shine, known for their rock-bottom prices, indicated that shoppers would soon see higher costs. Products that were once affordable, phone chargers, kitchen gadgets, kids' clothing, are expected to become more expensive. Retailers now face a tough choice: absorb the extra costs or pass them along to consumers. Many have already begun raising prices, and experts warn the worst may be yet to come if tariff pressures continue. Meanwhile, shoppers are growing more cautious. Surveys show Americans beginning to pull back on discretionary spending, worried about inflation and an unpredictable economy. The optimism that once fueled strong consumer confidence is giving way to rising anxiety about the future. Right now, uncertainty is already affecting the decisions businesses make every day. Companies have started freezing hiring and delaying investment projects as they try to navigate rising costs and an unpredictable policy environment. Although we haven't seen a total shutdown of business growth yet, CEOs across industries are warning that if tariffs persist or worsen, it could dramatically slow down new job creation, expansion plans, and innovation. If businesses lose confidence in the stability of trade policies, many could scale back operations altogether, deepening the slowdown. Today, supply chains are under pressure, but the full brunt of shortages hasn't yet hit consumers nationwide. However, retail CEOs from Walmart, Target, and Home Depot warned the president that without swift action, Americans could face widespread shortages within weeks. Goods like clothing, electronics, and basic household essentials could become much harder to find. Prices are already creeping higher. If shortages materialize, they could fuel an even faster spike in costs, hitting family budgets hard and making everyday living more expensive. While some damage to America's reputation has already begun, experts warn that the long-term fallout could be far worse. NBC News reported that strained relationships with Canada, Mexico, and Europe are already eroding trust. Meanwhile, Citadel CEO Ken Griffin stated that Trump's trade war had tarnished the U.S. brand, undermining America's image as a reliable and stable economic leader. If trade conflicts deepen, America risks losing its competitive edge globally as allies and trading partners turn to other markets they deem more stable and predictable. While the U.S. is not officially in recession yet, the warning signs are flashing bright. Banks and economists, including J.P. Morgan analysts, have already downgraded U.S. growth forecasts. Consumer spending is slowing, business investment is weakening, and inflation remains stubbornly high, all dangerous ingredients for an economic downturn. If tariffs continue to pressure the economy without relief, experts believe the U.S. could slide into a recession within the next year, bringing rising unemployment and deeper financial hardship for millions of American families. At the end of the day, tariffs aren't just about politics or policy. They're about your life, your wallet, your job, your future. Whether you're trying to buy groceries, fix your car, run a small business, or plan for retirement, these decisions have real consequences. We deserve an economy that lifts everyone, not one weighed down by unnecessary costs and uncertainty. Stay informed. Speak up, ask questions, because when it comes to the economy, the hidden price eventually shows up on everyone's bill. If you found this breakdown helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Let's build a community that understands the real forces shaping our lives.